All right, so I'm Jay again, and this is still Shane, looking very perplexed. He's looking at me. Anyways,
What is the internet exactly?
it's on computers.
Mm.
So in Rules of the Road, come on, Eddie, join us.
Oh, there's my beer.
Yeah, yeah. Here, you want to sit on my lap?
I'm good.
Okay.
You can sit behind. Anyway, in Rules of the Road,
Yeah.
the chorus is great. I have my own reasons for it, but what you're playing in the chorus and what I'm playing in the chorus is very major blues. It's, Who needs me? But if you go back to like the actual roots of blues music, which is like way back, that riff, very broken down, is. You think country and western and wagons and the Donner family, maybe not the Donner family, but anyway. So it's just very. You think major blues, bunch of fun stuff. But when you got around to showing us, I don't know if you were probably smart enough to figure it out. I wasn't. Anyway, so my backing vocals are minor.
Oh yeah,
right.
You know this endless road's gonna break my soul.
Oops, that's not it. There it is.
It's roughly that. Yeah.
And so for your theory nerds out there, it's B-A-G, and there is no. It's minor. It's a very, very minor feel. But again, I don't know how that brain in your head works. But if you put. Then put. Like, it's not supposed to work, all right? It's like triangles for wheels, but it does. So what was your kind of whole idea behind taking a major song about biking across the country and then, hey, look, let's just put some minor feel to
Well,
it?
okay, so the messed up thing is, again, you have to remember, my songwriting is not formulaic, it is not theory-based. My songwriting just sort of, I write songs by basically getting something stuck in my head and then realizing that it's not a song that exists. And that one in particular, so a lot of the songs on that album were actually written while I did this big long bike ride across Canada thing. And that one in particular was probably one of the most common things to get stuck in my head. So I had so much time on the road. Again, I had like 8 to 12 hours a day of biking that I literally probably spent 40 hours perfecting that song and just memorized all the parts. So I knew what the bass was going to do. I knew what the guitars were going to do. I knew what vocals want to go on. And it sort of just layered on together. So I think the funny thing is, by the time I got to the chorus, it was one of the last things to be written. And I knew I actually, like, that song's a really basic song in terms of chord progression.
Well, it is. It was one of the easiest ones for me to learn as I was coming in with Shane, like, learn all this stuff, Jay, and hear your solos, hear the riffs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't sound like it's complex.
No, because that chorus is basically just E.
Right, and
The
that's
whole
it. And there's
time.
a little bit of run.
Yeah, fine.
That's what I do, and Shane does something different. But anyways, it's like Shane was saying, it's a very simple song when you hear it.
Yeah, but I just to make it a little bit more interesting, I think I got used to like, now this endless road's gonna break my soul, and instead of just having an E chord held in my head, I kind of gave it a bit of a blues shuffle feel to it. And it didn't have that exact rhythm until the first time I picked up guitar, like a month after writing it, which is really weird, by the way. And then the funny thing is, the vocals didn't come in until much, much later. In fact,
Really?
not even until we recorded it. That was one of those like last minute additions. There was a lot of those in the studio. We had our beds really, really well solid and down, but there was a lot of stuff like vocals, the keys in like Mimic, things like that. They were just sort of afterthoughts. And that was one of them. I looked at that chorus and I said, it's good, but it could be fuller. And then in terms of like why it's minor over major or something like that, I have no idea.
But it sounds good.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hey, is there something behind the camera that you should look at?
Your wallet? Yeah, I'll take some money.
Or